Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial on getting started with the Excel spreadsheet. So when you open the spreadsheet, you'll probably come up with the value report first. This is a lot of summary information from the rest of the spreadsheet. The first thing you want to do is decide what company you're interested in analysing. If you don't already know the ticker, you can use this find ticker here, and then you just simply enter a name of a company. So if I'm, say, interested in Apple, I'll type in Apple here and it will come up with a list of tickers that it's found for Apple, and this will help you find out which ticker the Investing Sidekick website has it listed under. For most of them it's fairly straightforward, but for things that have dashes and dots it can be a bit confusing. So when you know the ticker, if you click on the ticker button here, it will ask you to input it and it will update the spreadsheet. So you click OK, it will find the ticker, and then it will ask you for your username and password. This is just the username and password to the investingsidekick.com website. You can use your email address as well if you don't remember your username. And once you've put those in, it will then update the spreadsheet. So you can see here this all updated and changed when I did that. I'll give you a quick overview of the value report, but I won't go through all the sheets in detail. There are some instructions in each sheet, so if you read through those, if you have any questions, contact support. But here you've got the operating profit quarterly. You've got some operating graphs here. You've got the operating margin in red, gross margin in green. You've got research and development in gold, and then this graph we've got return on invested capital. This just allows you to track it over the quarters, and it's a rolling average, so it smooths out any quarterly variations. Down here you've got some summary financial statement and balance sheet, and then right at the bottom you've got the share price. The reason it's at the bottom is some people don't like to know the share price when they're analysing a company. They like to come up with their own value before and not be influenced by it. So that's the reason it's not very prominent, but it is on there if you are interested in it. And you can put this wherever you want to on the sheet if you do think it's really important to know it. You can put it in a more prominent position in the spreadsheet. This is fairly customizable, this spreadsheet, so if I want to, for example, put the share price up here, I could do something simple like that. And this will still update as well when I update the ticker. And you can also move these things around, so you can, if I'm not interested in operating profit at all, I can delete that and I can instead put something like revenue up here. If I was interested in that, or I could sort of move this graph to expand it right up to there. And there's a lot of different things you can do with it, and this will still update if I put in a different ticker here. All this information will still update. So don't be afraid of customizing this to look however you want it to, because honestly it's incredibly hard to break it. If you do break it, just send it to support and we'll fix it for you. That way you don't lose any customized bits you've done already. So that's the left hand side, which I've messed up a bit, but yep. The right hand's some valuation ratios on it, so it has enterprise value over operating profit, and it also has a historical graph, so you can see what sort of range this has traded at in the past. So we can see here at the moment it's 12.3. Historically it's been a lot lower over the last few years, but then further back it's been a lot higher. So Oracle looks like it's being valued a lot more conservatively at the moment than it has been historically. So this gives you an idea of, can you expect this to trade at a higher or lower valuation ratio in the future. You've also got some things like free cash flow generation, what free cash flow has been spent on, and then the same sort of thing for book value. So currently it's trading at about, I'd say, price over book of about 4. Historically it's been right up at 13, but over the last few years it's down, been sort of 2 and 5 it looks like. Growth rates in book value per share, and down here you've got a graph of operating income, free cash flow and book value over the last 15 years. So you can see Oracle's got very stable free cash flow and operating income here. And then you've got a quick quality assurance graph of inventories, accounts receivable, just so you can check that they're not rapidly over the last few months, which will be a warning sign. So that's the value report, and there's a lot of other information in the sheet, but like I say, you can customize this to show whatever you want. So if you don't think enterprise value for operating profit is an interesting metric, you can change that to say enterprise value over EBITDA, which is in another sheet over here. So down here we've got current enterprise value over EBITDA, so you can put that there, and again the whole spreadsheet is interlinked. To update this with a different stock, I'll go back to IBM. You'll see this will update automatically as well. So you can get this to show whatever you want to really, and you can also print it to PDF, so you can email it to people, look at it on the go. You've also got a few buttons up here that link to other websites like Edgar, Seeking Alpha, and to get the conference call transcripts. So that's a quick overview of the spreadsheet. If there's anything else, feel free to email support and we'll get back to you.